Yeah, I didn't get to listen to it yet. I forgot it.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fire.
No doubt.
Capadonna, the Capadonna. Yeah, Muggs is you ever hear
Yeah, we live right now, Fullblast Radio, Monday. You know, we start the week out strong, the right way, hip hop and comics. We coming off a nice holiday week into the weekend. A lot of eating and drinking. I know I did a lot. I was a little under the weather, but we still maintained it. But shout out to my brothers, Stu, Reno in the building. What's good, brothers?
Salute, salute. How you doing today?
Yeah.
Chilling, man, chilling. Just it's kind of cold down here now. The weather really changing now. So,
Yeah, it's gonna get real cold here too after this because of this storm, you know.
Yeah. I heard
Whenever
the
it
rain
rained,
last night was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. Cooks.
Get down to I think 40 tonight. 40 degrees.
40, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooks.
Hey.
What's good, bro?
What's up, guys? What's up, y'all? What's happening?
Oh man,
Stu?
doing good, brother.
Reno?
Glad to see you.
DJ, love the sweater, bro.
Oh yeah. Tis the season. Cuddling, Deadpool.
Hey, Stu, I like the hat. Versus. Like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Hey, sir. This is,
Hey.
hey, man, they came out with a whole line of these. I was trying to get all. I was only able to get two out of the. I think it was like 4 or 5 of them. I was only able to get two out of the 4.
Are they
Yeah,
rare? Like,
Yeah.
you still find them anywhere? Or
I've never seen them. I've never seen them anywhere else, and I've never seen them after that year. They bought them out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because they got the verses. You got Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin, yeah, that's dope.
I know. And the inside, yes, sir.
Oh,
Set it up.
Yeah.
Another one.
I know about that series.
That's dope.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about them hats. I would have tried to cop one of those. Word.
Hey, if I see one, man, I'll pick you one up. But I've never seen them after I got them that
Yeah.
1 year.
Y'all can wear hats. All three of y'all wear ball cap. I can't wear ball cap.
Nah.
I mean, I can wear them, but I always look stupid. I don't know. I don't look right in ball cap.
That's the problem. You thinking that? You shouldn't be thinking that. That's the whole problem.
Yeah. Wear it to the back, man. Just throw it to the back. Just
Throw it to the back.
That's all you gotta do. Throw it to the
Yeah,
back.
just throw it to the back.
That works.
Do the Lee from B Street. Throw it to the side. You ever notice that B Street Lee had that joint rocking? He had that painter hat. He had that joint cocked.
Word.
Yeah.
He he be spinning on his head and everything. That's
That's
cocked.
Mick DeColler's favorite character. He said, man, I can
Yeah. I thought that was the coolest thing I ever saw when I saw that movie. I was like, yo, my man got his hat dipped to the side hard.
Didn't move or nothing.
Nah, nothing.
Word. Shout out to the tribe. I see y'all. Jerome, Slick, Nick, what's good? Diamond, Brother Dragon, Andre. Peace.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, y'all. So
Did everybody see the Mandalorian yet?
Yes, sir. I don't watch it. I got a chance to watch it this morning. I watched it this morning.
Man, that was the episode we've been waiting for.
Man.
So we finally get Baby Yoda's name.
Yep.
Ahsoka Tano won't train him.
Looked official. She looked official.
And Mace Windu is still alive. Basically, we don't know yet.
Wait,
but
yeah, it could be.
Said Mace Windu might still be alive.
Oh, yeah. Right. I forgot I brought that up, Reno. Right, but where did I get that from? How did I bring that up? I know I brought that up.
Yeah, you did.
And I forgot what I said.
I forget too, but the thing with what's dope about that is it could be that Windu was the one that might have saved Grogu from the temple during Order 66.
Yeah.
6, yeah. He might have, yeah.
It could have been him. It could have been Yoda. It could have been Yaddle, the female Yoda, because they're a rare species,
Yeah.
And so like Yoda would have, if there was another, a young whatever their species is, on Coruscant on the planet, he would have definitely took an interest. So he would have been on top of that. So, he took he got Luke and Leia off the planet. So he might have got him. But what a lot of people have come up with, you remember the old librarian from Coruscant, the one that helped Obi-Wan find the planet where the clones were being made? He went in there and he's like, so there's this blank spot on the map, right, where there's no planet, and she brought up, so that lady, her name is Jocasta Nu, and she's a she's a Jedi, but canonically, like, she's the only one that, well, she's confirmed to have survived Order 66 because she went on to hoarding Jedi holocrons and trying to prepare in case there was like surviving Jedi that wanted to restart the temple and stuff like that. And she also had a list of all the Force sensitive younglings that the Jedi had plans on, recruiting. Okay. So they would have been the next, group of younglings, you know what I mean?
And that
one was one right. And she had that whole list. That and that on top of the fact that, she survived 66. She was in the temple where the younglings were kept. So she definitely would have had, the ability to have grabbed him. So she could definitely be who it is. But I hope it's Mace.
Yeah.
I hope it's Mace.
That would be ill.
Yeah.
Come back. You can't kill me, motherfucker.
Right.
Samuel Jackson.
But of course, Obi-Wan is doing. They're gonna have the Obi-Wan spinoff.
Yes,
right.
Yeah, that's
Obi-Wan
right.
show.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
They could bring him in that way. You know what I mean?
Star Wars, that'd be dope, bro.
Right. Yeah. And we know Obi-Wan survived, so we know.
Right.
Yeah, so we know, but he might be the one to train the young, so we don't know.
And obviously it's the same universe. It ain't like it's something different, like how Marvel is. Definitely the same.
Yeah.
So that'd be dope to have both them series on Disney and then it intertwines. Like remember I was saying about, if Marvel restarts all these shows like Daredevil and on Disney and all these B characters, obviously they're gonna be in the same universe. So to have them crossing in between, seasons, it would be dope.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else is crazy? I think we learned.
And we get the Darksaber too. We get the Darksaber.
Yep. And
they already introduced the one chick that the Darksaber got passed to before it got stolen the second time. And once they address that lore, you got that, you got Mace Windu, you got Obi-Wan, they got to train this baby Yoda and or Goji or whatever his name is, Gojin. Yeah, so it's a lot, man. This is the best to me. Grogu. This is the best. Grogu, this is the best this is the best thing Disney did with Star Wars since they took it over.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things Star Wars.
They had to come out the gate with this, and once everyone saw how official it was, like they got it now. So they're gonna it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna definitely be bigger. I can't wait.
Dave Filoni is he's real, he's real tight with George Lucas and staying quick to the lore and
I was about to ask you, is the writers, are they really in tune of like the real Star Wars history? Now, that's dope.
Like George Lucas be on the set sometimes of the Mando.
See, that's dope. I didn't know that. See, that's what you need, man. You need an authenticity. You don't need this bullshit that Fox was doing and we gotta make him look like a Power Ranger villain. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Remember the comics that I was showing y'all last time with the birth of the Jedi, like where the Jedi came from, the Jedi.
Yeah.
Well, she mentioned where she sent the Mando is to Tython. She sent him to go to Tython and set off the beacon that will call the Jedis, could call the Sith, call any Force sensitive people. Oh. But Tython is the planet. That's the planet where that comic takes place, where the Jedi came from. Oh, when they were called Jedi, Jedai, Jedi. And that history. Term. Yeah, right. So that history goes deep. So they're really deep with the lore and really like.
Okay.
It went mute.
Star Wars fans, like real fans, legends.
Yeah, man. Like I don't know why they don't get that. You're supposed to put what the real fans.
Right.
What it's supposed to be, and then it's gonna draw everyone else to know the real shit. Because people you know, people that wasn't fans of like, you know, Marvel and got hooked on with the movies, especially Fox. You know what I mean? They thinking like this is what's supposed to be. It's like, nah, man, this is not what's supposed to be about.
Yeah,
you know
nah.
I mean? Same with the Star Wars joints.
Yeah, it's a very rich mythology and all that. Like people are gonna like it because it's deep.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Because from me listening, when it comes to the Star Wars subject, I know y'all know what y'all talking about, and plus y'all know the history. So me asking as somebody who's just behind catching up and remembering stuff, is this a rejuvenation of everything, bringing the energy back, or is this a part that all Star Wars fans have been waiting to see?
This episode or the show?
That's a damn good question.
Yeah.
You mean this episode? Like,
it's not new. I mean, it's new as far as them putting it out, but as far as Star Wars history, there's always been Mandalorians, right?
Right. Yeah. Yes. There's always been Mandalorians, but there's always been everything's always been in bits and pieces. When we got Star Wars, like there's never been anything like there's a comic they have out now, that they're telling the stories that happen in between the stories. Like they were telling a story not too long ago, earlier in the year, about how Luke Skywalker went back to Cloud City, got his lightsaber back. They talk about how Lando lied to them because he wanted to go back to Cloud City and free his people that were there, and you know they just So they talk about a lot of things that you hear them talk about when you watch like Empire Strikes Back. But you just don't. You be like, well, damn, when did this happen? So there's a comic they have out now that Marvel put out that they're actually filling in those holes in this canon. And it also answers a lot of questions in the movie, because remember in The Force Awakens, everybody was like, well, where Luke's? We thought his lightsaber fell when Vader chopped his hand off. Like how'd they get that?
That old lady had it.
Yeah.
She was.
Well, yeah. Well, in the comics, they talk about how he went back to Cloud City and found it. He went back, found the lightsaber, got it back, and then
because you didn't question it because you knew that because in the history. Is that
right? I knew that. Yeah, I already. But this is the crazy part, Tiger. When the movies came out, Force Awakens and all that, I didn't know because they didn't do any of that. I was like everybody else. I was like, yo, well, when did they get that?
Yeah.
So
And I forgot. Like I just saw him like, okay, yo, shoot, Luke's lightsaber. I didn't even think to be like, oh, wait a minute, he dropped it when his hand got cut off. How the hell he get his lightsaber back? Like I'm just thinking this is another lightsaber. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that was Darth. That was Luke. Right, that was Anakin's original lightsaber.
Anakin,
yeah. So, you know, when they answer that question, they also dive deep into Lando, how him and Leia got into it, because he basically lied to them when they went back to Cloud City. He told them he was going back to help them find it, but he was going back to liberate Cloud City on his own. So he went back and did that. So they had a falling out. They had a falling out. Then they talk about Vader. There's a comic too where they talk about a lot of stuff that happened to Vader in between. There was one where he and C-3PO's red arm. Remember in Force Awakens he had a red arm. Well, they talk about how he got the red arm. He basically was with a bunch of droids, and they were on this planet. And they were getting attacked, and 3PO and the droids.
He joined the blood.
Yeah, they had to survive. Yeah, they had to survive. So, in order to honor, the robots to help them survive, they were getting picked off one by one. He had that. It was another 3PO unit. But he was red. So 3PO put his red arm on him. That's why in the thing he's like, "Oh, you probably don't recognize me with my red arm."
Oh yeah. He joined the Bloods.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I liked about the movies back in the day? Not the movies, just because with social media, everything gets exposed in these trailers. Like if
no mystery.
Return of the Jedi, if Empire Strikes Back came out now, we would have knew Luke's father was Darth Vader. Like when that shit happened in the movies, he was like, "Oh, get the fuck out! Nah, he ain't his father." Like, you know what I mean? Then he was like, "Oh shit!" Then we was like, "Yo, Obi, how come you didn't tell me?" We were like, "Oh shit, that's his father!" Like that was a big moment. Yo, now they be ruining shit, man.
Somebody would have leaked the
I
script.
saw the Terminator,
Yeah.
the one where they changed the history and John Connor was the Terminator, he was the villain.
All right.
They showed him turn into the liquid villain in the fucking trailer.
Right.
I was like, then I watched the movie and I'm like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be a shock. Like, oh shit, he's really the villain. I was like, how the fuck they gonna show this shit in the trailer? I'm like, yo, y'all are the worst, man. So you got these channels, you know, they hear shit, like they'll get some inside scoop behind with the studio, and they'll put the shit out, man. I want a clean slate when I'm watching these Marvel movies. I used to watch the trailers and ruin it for myself. Now I'm like, nah, because I'm so excited, you know, watching these movies, DC Marvel. But now I'm like, nah, I don't want to see none of that. I want to be clean slate, go in there with no expectations.
That's how my pops was like radio silence. Like he won't see nothing. Like if a commercial come on, anything, like he stays away from any and all media about something you want to watch. Like
you brought up, did I see the finale for the Undoing? I was like, yeah, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. I watched it. We watched it today.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We thought the woman had a split personality. That's what we thought.
Right. Did you watch it?
I did too.
Yeah,
no, I did too. Yeah, I thought she had. I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tiger. I thought she had a split personality
she kept saying,
too.
she was like, I bet she got another personality or something. She
I kept saying the same thing.
That's how they kept trying to make it like.
Yeah.
I was like, man, they really building it up to be her, so it can't be.
Yeah.
It threw me for a loop. Yeah. It threw me for a straight loop.
The last episode before when she found the hammer in his shit and he was like,
yo, yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah. But then I'm like, nah, that little kid couldn't have killed her like that. Couldn't have been. Yeah. So everybody, spoiler alert, if y'all watch The Undoing, we talking about the finale that happened last night. If anyone didn't see it, let us know now, because in 1 minute we're gonna talk about it real quickly.
Yeah, for the two people that's been hiding under a rock.
Yeah. Yo, I mean, I was like, oh shit, you know, it was him. I thought, you know, they were gonna shock you with some other shit, like, you know, like she thought maybe it was the lawyer friend that knew the prosecutor, but it was dope how when as soon as she started talking and being like kind of giving him up, but not acting like she was giving him up, I was like, yo. She told her friend to tell the prosecutor.
That's why she told her friend.
Yeah. I was like, she want that motherfucker to go to jail.
That's why the friend caught the lawyer in the bathroom.
Yeah. I was like, right there was like, oh, she's doing that shit on the stand on purpose.
Yep.
Word, that shit was
but
crazy.
I thought the father, when he was on the bridge, I thought he was gonna jump.
Yo, I thought he was gonna throw the son.
I thought he was gonna do it.
I thought he was gonna pull the son in.
Yo, bro.
Yeah. For a little bit.
I was mad, bro.
Yo, inside, I was like, yo, I was gonna lose it, bro, if he was gonna do it.
Me too.
I was like in with this series.
Too. Me too. I was like, oh my God, if he pull the son off, I'm gonna be really mad.
Yeah, because he was kind of irritated with him. He was like, your mom, your mom this and your mom that. He drove through the light, hit the bridge.
Motherfucker, bro. For him to pull that.
He had no empathy and shit. Remember the mom?
No, none whatsoever.
So he was just a straight, what they call it, a sociopath.
Sociopath, yeah, man.
Yeah, he had no.
We played that role though, because we hated that motherfucker.
They made him a children cancer doctor. Like we know this dude has empathy. Like, and it's Hugh Grant, so he's like funny and shit. So everybody loving him. So when they turn out he was a straight up psychopath, that was a shock. That was good.
Her face, that shit looked like meatloaf.
Yeah. Hamburger.
Yeah. They kept showing it. I wasn't even want to look at that motherfucker when they were showing it in the
car. That's a little too much for me. Yeah, I was like, this is a little too much.
Hey, but Hugh Grant,
she was sexy,
in the scene when he murdered her, that dude played that, man. Yeah. I believed him.
Yeah.
I believed him that he was
crazy. Like after she died and you still did that to her, like, yeah, this dude is a psycho, bro.
Yeah, bro.
She was sexy as hell though, too. She was wacko. Yeah, she was bad, but she was a little wacko though too.
Yeah, well, yeah, you already know. Yeah, he was on that. You will never leave me. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, as soon as he did that shit,
say that to a psychopath.
I was like, wait, I thought he don't get mad. Remember he blew up in the courtroom?
Right.
Like, yeah. Mad. I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker might have did it.
Yeah, he lost everything in the courtroom. He was like, you know what? Tired of this.
Word.
He went postal on everybody up in there.
So yo, y'all gonna go see? My wife wants to go see Wonder Woman in the theater, and I really don't want to go to the theater. I'm like, yo, we got the surround sound.
Yep, that's what I got.
But we got a projector, so we're gonna hook the projector up, and we got the screen, so we're gonna put that up and do it like that. Cause I ain't trying to go, bro, in the theater. It's just it's still
I
too
would
crazy.
say like I would go if you really wanted to go. I don't. It's not a movie that I'm gonna risk it for. But
yeah,
if you go to the theater and like scope it out, like, cause like I said, the only time I went to the theater once during this, and me and my son were the only person in the theater.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Like,
something like this, you know,
there's
more people are
nobody
gonna be
here.
there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So maybe after, you know, you can go see it where, maybe somebody might not be in there or something like that. But
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it though. I think it'll be good because I like the first one was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the first one was really good.
Yeah.
And they told the story pretty well, man. I like the way they did that. Yeah. And we were just
I don't
talking
read a
about
lot of DC. How close are the DC movies to the comics? What elements do they take from the comics? You know what I mean? What are made of new elements? Like, what are these storylines that we know or read DC?
The Batman ones are all they take the characters and the continuity, but they write their own stories.
Yeah.
Superman is pretty close. The original Superman 1 and 2, they were pretty close. They actually did their own story, but they had all the characters were there.
Wait, which
all
one are you talking about? With Christopher Reeve?
Yeah, the original Christopher Reeve ones. Okay. They were pretty spot on.
Yeah, the second one was dope with the three villains. That was
Zod.
Zod,
so that's Zod, Nog, and Ursa. Ursa All.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they were actually the only survivors besides Kara that survived. And in the comic, Superman put him back in the Phantom Zone, but in the TV show, but in the movie, he killed him. But in the comic, he just threw him back in the Phantom Zone. As far as Wonder Woman was pretty close to her origin. The only thing is in the comic, her mother made her out of clay, and she admired her so much that she asked Zeus to make her daughter.
Bring her to life, yeah.
Right.
See, I didn't know Wonder Woman had anything to do with mythology and all that. Like, she was a Greek
goddess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's a demigod. She's a demigod. So she's a product of.
But she's like Thor in God.
No. Thor is a god. Yeah, Thor is a god. Right. So a demigod is a mix between a regular person,
a human and a god, right?
Right.
Hercules.
So like Hercules. She's just like Hercules. She's a demigod, and over the years they've changed it up. Because remember, I was telling you before, she was supposed to be their secretary for the whole Justice League. So she was supposed to type.
Just get my coffee, Wonder Woman. Like, damn, really?
Well, basically that's what she was supposed
wearing
to be doing.
Wearing the costume too. That's crazy.
Yeah. Did you pick up my dry cleaner? My super suit is dirty.
Right.
I just got done fighting Penguin. So, they just, Wonder Woman came a long way, but Wonder Woman is actually one of DC's most popular heroes.
Word up. Especially the TV show when they had Linda Carter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Linda Carter. She was a fox back then, man.
Hell yeah.
She was a fox back then. Yeah, spinning around Wonder Woman. I was like, damn. Yeah. I was a little kid. I was like, damn, Linda Carter. Yeah. But yeah, now Superman, the new Superman movies, Man of Steel is literally took everything from the comic of the Man of Steel. So it's pretty spot on because Man of Steel comic is based in reality.
I like
That's
it.
why
it was good.
Yeah, it's based in reality. So if you read the Man of Steel comic, it's based in reality. It's hard. Clark Kent got a job. Sometimes he have a hard time.
Are you talking about the animated?
No, the movie Man of Steel.
The Henry Cavill one?
Yeah.
Zod was in it? Yeah. I like it.
Zod was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Michael.
Those are.
His name.
Oh, what's his name?
The boy from
Empire,
Boardwalk Empire.
Michael
Shannon.
Michael Shannon. Yeah. Well, those are actually the only thing they messed up on in that movie is remember when he was fighting Ursa and the other big dude with the black suit?
Yeah.
In the city, that's supposed to be Nog.
Yeah.
So yeah, they never even mentioned that was him.
Nah, they didn't.
Yeah, because it was only. Yeah, it was just Zod and Ursa, but Ursa was giving Superman work.
Well,
He had nothing for her.
Word.
Yeah, he had nothing for
I
Ursa.
mean, you talking about the big dude, right?
Yeah, the big dude, his name is Nam.
The one that don't speak.
And he was in the Christopher Reeves movie too. He was the dude that
Yes, he don't speak. Yeah, he don't speak.
Right.
Yeah, he's a mute. In the comic, he's a mute too. He's also a mute too in the comics.
Right.
But he would actually be like they're strong as Kryptonians, but because he's already strong, he's stronger than they are. So he's like a stronger version. Yeah, he's a Kryptonian. He's straight from Krypton.
They're all from Krypton.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all from Krypton.
Right. That's what.
But he's a little stronger. He's a little physically stronger than them. Like Kryptonians, they're strong.
Like some humans are stronger than other humans.
Right. Yeah, he's physically stronger than them. Even though they're strong, he's physically stronger than all of them. So he's more of a force to be reckoned with. But Zod, DC. Matter of fact, DC just DC just they just did something with Zod not too long ago. I was reading where Zod came back because Superman actually Kandahar. What it was Kandahar is, I don't know if you ever watched Super Friends and they had that little city.
Yeah.
Superman. It was in a jar.
Yeah.
Right. That's Kandahar.
Brainiac
And actually, Brainiac was the one. So they found out that Kandahar and another city,
like Afghanistan.
Oh, Kandahar.
Yeah.
It's called
It's called Afghanistan though.
Nah.
Kandahar. In Iraq.
Yeah.
I kept hearing it on the news. Kandahar.
Yeah. Well, they actually found out in the DC universe that it wasn't the only place that survived. That was one of Krypton, and like in Man of Steel, they said they had colonies all over. Well, Kandahar was one of their colonies, and then they had another one that survived. Brainiac never found it, but Zod just found out that it literally survived. So he was trying to take all the inhabitants of the bottle back to their home, like back to their people. It was just it was a colony that broke off from Kandahar, and then he was trying to take it back, and then him and Superman got into a big fight about it. Superman didn't believe him, and it was a real big thing. And so at the end of the comic, he just was like, look, like, damn, like I was just trying to take him back. Like, sort of like in the Man of Steel, like he was like, look, this is what my purpose is. Yeah. To enhance our people. But him and Superman got into it about it. Superman wound up putting him back in the Phantom Zone. But Batman was like, look, maybe he was telling the truth. Like, have you ever thought to stop, to just see if maybe these guys are telling? Because Superman is like, he convicts you like, you done. Like, he doesn't trust like Lex Luthor, and there's been times when Luthor's been right, or Luthor's been telling him something like, look, like, you need to listen to me. And Superman's like, no, you going to jail. Yeah, just because you Luthor.
You always got.
So what about the Flash? Because I always saw the Flash as more of a kind of a serious guy, like, but in the movies he's like, real goofy and like slipping and falling and like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they did the Flash dirty, bro.
Yeah. Wally West. Wally West is a serious dude. He plays Wally West plays like a nerd, but he's like, that's his way of getting around everything. So people don't suspect that he's the Flash. He just acts, but he is a nerd. But when he's Flash, he's real serious. He's on point with Barry. Barry is the first version of Flash. That's the first.
So this isn't Barry Allen in these movies?
These are Barry Allen. Then you got Wally West. Yeah, Wally West. Then you have Kid Flash. Yeah, then you got Kid Flash, and then you got his son that came from the future. I forget his name. His name is called No. He actually tricked Flash for like a lot of years. He didn't tell him that he was actually, I think he was like his son or his cousin or something like that.
They made him stupid in Justice League, bro. Tomorrow, I push people and run away fast. Like,
yeah, I didn't like that, man. Oh my God. I didn't like that.
Let me ask y'all a question. Flash question. Did like, we know him as the Flash, but in the movie, did he know that he was the Flash? Like, did he know he was the Flash yet, or did he know he was just the fastest man alive? Because they didn't recognize him as the Flash.
He's right. Yeah, they never called him the Flash.
Yeah, you're right. Oh shit.
Yeah, they never said Flash. Yeah.
And
I don't know what that was about.
But let me throw this at y'all. You remember that part in the Flash series when they met up and Barry called himself the Flash and the other one was like the Flash?
Oh, you talking about when they did when
he met
Yeah.
himself.
characters met up on the WB Flash series.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Little insiders are portraying that's how he came up with his name Flash.
Because he met up with the
When we
Flash
get on-
from the series, from the TV version.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
It's like
oh, shoot, that's
so.
Did you ever watch the Krypton series? I tried to get into it.
Nah, I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it. I tried, man.
Yeah,
I couldn't get into it.
Somebody asked. I was gonna ask y'all. It's on sci. I don't know for sci-fi for that channel. This shit be looking like it's fake. You know what I mean? Like it's a sci-fi channel, and you got like, special effects from the '80s. Like I don't know. They just
and when
Sharknado,
in
just
the
all type of
Canadian
just-
studios, they use a lot. And
Oh,
it's
wait a
like-
minute. So y'all didn't like Battlestar Galactica? I thought that was dope.
Well,
from
Expanse
back in the day.
is when I started to see Sci-Fi Channel really start to up their game. You saw the Expanse?
Yeah,
I
the Expanse was
I
good.
never watched it, but I heard
Expanse
it
was
was good.
amazing.
Yeah, Expanse was good.
Really,
Yeah, and
they really upped their game around that time, and they started doing a lot better quality. Sci-Fi Channel used to be, you gotta admit, bro, that they used to be real hokey.
yeah, it did. Yeah, they had
It was
Sharknado and all that. Yeah, Sharknado and all
Yeah.
that. I didn't like none
Then
of
they
that.
had
Man.
some series with somebody that's supposed to be Thor, and dude was like running around in the streets with a hammer.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah. I don't know what that
yo,
was. I
what is
forgot
this
about.
cheesy rendition
Yeah.
of Thor. I was like, yo, they are wilding right now. This is worse than
Yeah.
like what Fox would do to it.
I think the best thing they ever did was Battlestar when they remade Battlestar Galactica. It was the best thing since
Okay.
Pockets on Pants that I had seen, man. It
I
was.
watched it when it was redone. Was that with that bad chick, the blonde chick? With
Yeah,
short
the chick
hair?
that played in the chick that played in Mandalorian. She was in there. She was Starbuck.
Oh no, wait, no. I'm thinking of Star Trek. I'm thinking of the blonde chick.
Which one from Star Trek?
Yeah, she had the what was her name? Number
Oh,
six?
number one. You mean number one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that number one is she's actually canon in Star Trek. When Christopher Pike was captain of the Enterprise,
Okay.
she was like Spock, but she was the XO.
Yeah.
She was the XO in charge. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, Spock didn't become the XO until Kirk came on board.
Yeah.
But number one is she was actually in the first, I think it was the first episode they did when they took Pike back to that planet and the aliens made him look young again, but he was in a wheelchair. He was messed up in a wheelchair, and they had to take him back. They took him back to this planet where these aliens, they could use their minds to make these illusions, make you feel like you were, like, he was in a wheelchair. He was messed up, but while he was there, they made it seem like he could walk, he could talk, he had his body back, but he really didn't. Yeah, that's one of the most famous Star Trek episodes ever.
I never got into Star Trek shows. It
It's
was at
all
one
over
point.
Now, man.
At one point, where the Next Generation, when I was a kid,
Yeah, with Jean-Luc
I watched-
Picard.
I was watching a little bit of
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of
That's
that.
that's my dude right there.
Jean-Luc,
But the new
Jean-Luc
movies-
is man.
They done wharf them.
These new Star Trek movies are amazing.
No, I like the new Star Trek movies now. That
Yeah, I
came
like
out.
the
Love
movies.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
yeah, because that's a whole new universe.
Yeah.
Because Nero he messed up the whole timeline.
All right.
So basically, everything happened before it was supposed to happen, and not really when. Because when they found Khan, they were actually on the 7th. That's when you see the beginning of the regular series. They talk about their 5-year mission, and that's where they actually found Khan, but they didn't find Khan. Peter Weller and them found Khan because the mission got held back a few years because of what happened with Nero and everything like that. So when they found Khan, it was a little different, and that's when they had the other spot. He was like, "Look, he's like, I told you I wouldn't interfere, but I gotta interfere on this one because Khan is no joke."
Yeah. That was dope. The Borg, all that.
Yeah, the Borg. Now, if you watch Picard, now they're actually got the Borg.
I started watching.
They're trying to, they're trying to say that the Romulans had a hand in creating the Borg.
Yeah, that's why I
Really?
stopped watching. I knew it was something. I was like, wait a minute, do they got something to do with it? and then I just got busy. But I'm liking that series, the new Picard series.
Yeah, you guys check out Discovery yet?
Is that the one that's the CBS like stream
Yeah.
only?
With,
Okay.
with the girl from the chick from Walking Dead. She's on there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one from what was her name on Walking Dead? She's on there.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I don't know, they're actually trying to put I don't know, it's all over the place right now. It's it really is. I just want to see where they're going with it. Yeah. Because they're talking that I don't know if y'all watch Voyager, because they just add too much. Like when you watch the end of Voyager comes back, but then Janeway, there's an episode where Janeway comes back and she disrupts the timeline. She tells Janeway everything that's going to happen to everybody and what to do about it. And they actually made a reference to that in a couple episodes ago. I watched like 3 episodes so far. Mm-hmm. And they're saying that the way the universe is now, because they actually went into the future, is because of that, because of what happened with Janeway and everything else. So I don't know. I gotta watch it and see what's going on, man. Because the Kelvin, I think they're trying to eliminate the Kelvin timeline, and the Kelvin timeline are those movies that we were just talking about, the new Star Trek movies. So right. I think they're gonna try to eliminate the Kelvin timeline and reboot the whole movie series.
Yo, rest in peace to David Prowse. He died of COVID on Saturday.
Are you serious?
Word, bro. The guy played Darth Vader.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Right. He was 80. He was like 80. I didn't know he died of COVID.
Yeah, 85.
Yeah. I didn't know COVID. I knew he just died though.
85 years old. Damn.
Yeah. Man. A lot of people don't believe he was Darth Vader. They thought James Earl Jones was Darth
Vader. I thought he was too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Because wait, didn't when he took the helmet off, wasn't that James Earl Jones in Return of the
Jedi? No, that was some crusty old white man they put in there.
So wow, so where did James Earl Jones come from then?
He just does the
voice.
He was the
voice. Yeah, he just did the voice, like in the Mandalorian
like
now.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. The dude that just died, he was the tall guy in the suit that walked around, as Darth Vader. But when he talked, it was James Earl Jones'
voice. Okay.
Voice over it. Yeah.
I just thought, because he was all messed up from being electrocuted by the Emperor. He
messed up. I don't know if that was David Prowse, the one, when he took the helmet off. Was that Prowse? Prowse just played.
I don't know. Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know, because I never seen David.
I think he just played him with the helmet on. I think the face of the guy that when Luke took it off, that was a different guy altogether. There's like 3 people that played Darth Vader.
Hey guys, I see the chat room asking about She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, She-Hulk, the Disney joint.
Yeah, there's a few Disney joints that are coming. Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel. Probably next year sometime.
Well, that's phase 4 for Marvel. All the phase 4. Yeah, before they do new movies, they're gonna do Disney Plus
start the
series. Right, to start it off. She-Hulk is supposed to be in one of these new movies that's coming out. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I heard that too. And Marvel's marketing installation confirms Thanos' connection to the Eternals. I mean, we already knew that. But there's been some rumors talking about if Thanos is gonna come back,
I keep hearing that too.
Or if it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be Galactus. Truthfully.
Well, Kang is definitely coming too.
Kang,
Kang is definitely coming.
I think Kang, I think Kang will definitely come before Galactus.
He's a lot. He's a smaller threat.
And Kang has a connection to Apocalypse.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
yes, he does.
So many connections they'll make it work. I think with Eternals, just branch out.
I think that's probably how they'll do. They'll bring the mutants in somehow with Kang and or the Eternal and Apocalypse.
Well, I still believe that the Scarlet Witch connection is what's going to set it off with the multiverse of madness.
That's possible too.
Because just that name alone, multiverse. You know what I mean?
Well, they say she's supposed to be. You're right, Tiger. They say she's supposed to be in a movie somehow. and Doctor Strange.
Yeah, as soon as the Scarlet Witch that WandaVision ends, it's supposed to go right into the movie. So whatever happens, she's gonna, go right into the Doctor Strange movie. I think she's gonna maybe her powers will unlock her mutant powers.
What she did was erase all the powers of the mutants.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So maybe it's gonna, they're gonna take the storyline and tweak it. Maybe where she, something happens where she unlocks mutant people's powers.
Even if that don't be the case, I'm sure that they're gonna go to that storyline because she's a big character. They'll at least get to that storyline, down the road, and that'll probably be something they go through. But they're definitely gonna use the story. Yeah. That storyline somehow.
You guys think we'll ever get another Hulk movie?
If we do, look, I know they fucked up with Hulk. They know they got to do right by Hulk. They know that, man.
It has something to do with the movie right.
Like that, man.
They were allowed to use him in other movies, but they couldn't make a Hulk movie.
Yeah, only Universal. I know. Yeah, right. Yeah, only Universal could make a Hulk movie. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that why? Because Marvel's known to do shit. Little petty shit when they don't have the rights. Like when Fantastic Four and X-Men, they kind of in the comics they ended their series, and then when they got the rights back, all of a sudden they got rebooted again in the comics.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so there was rumors that they were doing certain stuff in the comics because they were butting heads with the people that had the rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. So they would do shit purposely in the comics.
Definitely. It
was just too coincidental that every time, you know what I mean, that something would happen. So I don't know. You think they did the same thing with Avengers? I mean, with the Hulk, because, bro, I was really disappointed in what they did to the Hulk, bro.
Yeah, I didn't like that in you. But when the Russo brother, who were the Russo brothers that did the movie? They were saying that they couldn't bring the Hulk out because it would kind of be OP if Hulk, Hulk came out the way they were saying like Hulk would be kind of OP. Yeah, like it would be. Yeah,
bro, they had
too easy for him to whoop on Thanos. But Thanos already
worked in that scene fighting.
Right. Thanos had already had the Power Stone, right? He had already had the Power Stone, so it was no way the Hulk could really.
No.
Yeah, it was no way he could really overpower him.
Yeah, I was mad that he wouldn't come out. That didn't make no sense.
They just made him a punk when Thanos KO'd him like Nate Robinson. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Yeah, he gave him work. Yeah, he did give him work on that. Yeah, he picked him up. He earth slammed him and everything.
And something that was real irritating about that was how, I know y'all remember this, how they always used to show their preview of where the Hulk was, but then when the movie came, there was no Hulk there.
Yeah. I was oh shoot, like he ain't even in the movie. Like they put him on the poster like he was in it when they were in Wakanda.
Yeah.
That was some trickery.
He said, because he would not come out. He was not coming out.
And they also did it when they was remember when Captain America standing there by himself. Then they came. They also did it with that too when they started running, getting ready to meet up on the last one.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They also had him in that too because they show when you go on YouTube and you'll see they had this like this, and then when you watch the movie he's not there, and it's like, well, okay, I see why now.
Yeah.
Which is garbage, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I finally saw the New Mutants.
What'd you think?
Oh, did you? Yeah. So, what do you think?
It didn't suck, but it was like predictable.
That's what
I mean, they look dope. I ain't gonna lie. Magic when her arm turned into the
that
sword.
Was cool.
That shit looked ill. Like the effects were ill. Cannonball, Sunspot. But it was Fox. What do you expect?
The movie, the story wasn't great. The plot, the whole thing wasn't great. But like you said, man, seeing the characters come to life, like they did a good job.
Yeah,
like it was cool seeing them all, and making that connect. I just love mutant movies, man. I can't wait to the MCU gets it right.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think about Runaways?
Yo, I watched
You watched Wonder Woman?
first 2 episodes, and then I didn't watch it again. I just it didn't grab me, and then it was just so much other stuff that were on. So I just so I never went back to it. So I guess that kind of tells it. I guess. I mean, all the parents are part of the cabal, right? They're like villains or something.
I don't know.
The kids' parents are villains or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
I gotta
watch
it. Nah, I never watched it.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Yeah, I never watched it. I've been trying to watch it, but I've been watching everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I watched Cloak and Dagger. What y'all think about that? I watched the first season. I didn't watch the second.
I couldn't get through it, man. I can't do it. Yeah. No, I couldn't get through it. It was I turned it off, man.
I heard Hellstrom was kind of whack too.
Yeah, I tried.
I tried to watch that.
It's whack. Yeah.
Yeah, it was whackness.
Yeah. They must be hiring
see, I'm a binge
movie directors.
I'm a binge watcher. So I like to. I'm really enjoying y'all telling me what shows to go back and watch and not watch. Thank y'all so much for that. So I've been I'm trying to put together a list of shows by listening to y'all to go back and watch, so I can get some type of scenario where things are at as far as the movie thing. Game of Thrones? No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't get into Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones? Yeah.
That's my favorite show. I think that's the best show ever made, bro.
But I've heard, but I mean, I'm not hating on it though. I've always heard good reviews about it until the last one.
Yeah, that last episode, everybody was mad because it felt like it was rushed.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Hey, Reno, aren't they doing like a spinoff for it or something like that, or a prequel?
Yeah, they got it's like an animated thing.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be animated. Yeah, prequel to like 300 years before that storyline.
Wow, I'm curious to know what you can do with that. I mean,
because the dude that wrote it, George R.R. Martin, he wrote so many, so much about it, so much lore. He's got little side books and books just about the different houses. You know what I mean? History. He wrote history books, like real history textbooks about the whole. The deep lore. He's like the new Tolkien.
I liked it. It was dope. Dragons looked official. The Ice Walkers, it was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. It was. I know a lot of people was upset about that one episode, the wedding, when they came in there and killed everybody at the end of the wedding.
That's what I loved about the show.
Yeah,
I loved it. Like the best, like the main character, the character I thought that I was gonna be like watching the whole series was Ned Stark, and at the end of the first season, season, well, I'm gonna have to spoil it, bro, because everybody's seen it by now. At the end of the season, the last thing they do is they cut his head off.
I'm like, dang.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was hardcore with that too. Yeah,
they killing main characters in this show.
He's like a black dude in a movie.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. He was the first one. We're gonna get him.
Yeah, that was.
He's really.
So listen, I had an idea. What happened?
Did y'all watch Titans?
I couldn't, man. I couldn't.
I like Titans.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I like Titans. I like the Titans.
I know some of the writing could be better, but I don't know. It's just something about it I like. I don't know what it is.
I like Stargirl. I've been watching that. I can get with Stargirl.
I got to. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Stargirl was good.
Okay.
Like everything that came on the CW, I could watch. I got with all of that. But
Stargirl related to Titans?
Nah, Stargirl's a whole different.
She's DC, but
she's DC, but she's a whole different. Yeah, that's a whole different franchise.
Yeah, Titans season 3 they're introducing Red Hood. So
now, see, I might watch it for that just to see Red Hood. But let me listen, man. If he start crying and whining or he in love with some girl or something like, I'm not watching it, man. I'm not watching it. I'm turning it off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like when they introduced Trigon and shit. Season 2. That girl with the diamond on her head, like Mr. Sinister. I forgot her name and shit.
Oh, Raven.
Yeah, that's Raven.
Raven. Her father's the Trigon or whatever.
Yeah, Trigon's her father. He's a demon.
Yeah.
Basically, basically he wants her to help. She can stop him from coming into this world and taking over.
Yeah, like the animated movie. Remember the Justice League versus Teen Titans and shit?
Yeah, that was dope. I like that.
Hell
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Bro, I go to Wiki and I see when's the next animated DC movie. Because I'm ready to get that bitch quick.
Oh, I thought I said I know I sent Reno one. Batman's got one coming out.
Oh, he does?
Oh yeah.
In January. Yeah, I thought I sent it to you.
Okay.
Batman and the something Tiger or something like that. I'll send it to you after the show. I'll send it to you after this. Wow. Check it out. Check out the trailer.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yo, I got something I want to show y'all, man.
Yes, sir. What's that? Oh shit.
The other history.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't even opened it yet. I want to know if y'all could fill me in on it a little bit.
What is it? Stuart,
it's
you
called,
department.
Yeah, Stuart. Yeah, Stuart.
DC keeps resetting like they just reset the timeline. So basically it's about like I think it was about 5 years ago, they bought out all these #1 books. So they reset basically the whole DC continuity, and they just keep resetting it. I don't know why they keep doing it. So now you got that, then the villains. So everybody's stories just keep changing. Okay. Superman, they just did something with Superman where he got a new power. They just changed some other stuff with him. So I want to read that because I want to see. There's some stuff in there that I haven't even seen yet that I want to know, because it surprises you, because with DC they stay changing everything, especially with the multiverse, and you got Flash and Flashpoint, all of that, and then anytime for some reason Flash is an anchor in the whole timeline. So if something really small happens in Flash's life and it alters the timeline, for like the whole DC universe.
Oh man, yeah, there's an article right here on Comic Book. It says DC fans are sharing impressions of the other history of the DC universe. The Black Label release tries to show fans a different side of the company's storied history. Black Lightning writer has been tasked with the long view of DC from unexplored perspective. Feels like the fans have been very supportive of the creative team's efforts and letting their voices be heard on social media. Okay. Said, really said, I'm a black man of a certain age, and it would have been just as disingenuous for me to have assumptions about Renee Montoya or Tatsu Yamashiro as with any of these other characters if it was just a straight white man writing about a black character. Certainly throughout history that's been done and done well. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Tony Isabella and what he did with Black Lightning, or any other writers or artists who may not have been black, who may not have been women, but wanted to put all into those characters to the best of their ability. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so when you read it, Cooks, if you read, let us know,
Definitely.
Know how it is. Or
yeah, definitely. Let us know, because I definitely want to read it. I haven't had a chance to really divulge into a lot of that, man. But DC they just coming starting in January. They're going to be introducing, I forget the name of the line, but we got a Black Wonder Woman coming.
Amazonian or something, right?
Like, yeah, Black Amazonian. Yeah. Now she's going to be straight up Wonder Woman, but she's going to be. Yeah.
No, I'm saying because they said they're Amazons, so it's like
right, yeah, like real Amazons, yeah, from the
Amazon
rain, right, yeah, from the Amazon rainforest Amazons, yeah. But according to what I read in at Comic News Monthly, they're gonna be they're still gonna have the Amazons on Themyscira, but these are gonna be different Amazons. They're gonna be like 2 different tribes of Amazon, like that. It's something crazy. I know in January. Be on lookout, Cooks. Reno, Tiger, get that comic, man. Because it's the first time we ever seen a black Wonder Woman.
Well, I'm waiting for X of Swords to end. They're talking about the ending explained. I'm not gonna read it because I want to. Oh, they said my mic is low.
Yeah.
I just started.
I want to get the hardcover and watch the whole shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as far as the DC other stories, I mean, and I don't know, I can't even say in DC's defense, DC don't really have a lot of black superheroes. Like until Milestone came out, the black superheroes, you had Black Lightning, you had and then he looks different every time, because now remember on the Super Friends he wore like the leotard, and he was he wasn't like the Black Lightning that's in the comics. Like he wasn't He wasn't like John. What's his name? Jeffries or whatever his name is. I think it's John Jeffries. He wasn't like him. So it was So it was just like you didn't have Static, you didn't have Icon, you didn't have Hardware,
John
you didn't have the
Stewart.
Syndicate. John Stewart was black, but they don't really show him turning into the black dude much. He's always Martian Manhunter. So like you
No, I mean
really
the Green Lantern as John Stewart's the Green Lantern. The Black Green Lantern.
Well, John Jones. You talking about John Jones?
Yeah,
John Jones, and then you had John Stewart, and now you just got there's a female Black Green Lantern now, but she's in the far sector.
Yeah,
she's way out, she's way out there.
Yeah.
So it's like DC in the 90s. That's when Milestone was their own company, and they came out with black superheroes because they was like, look, it ain't enough. Like every time you turn around, it's you got Superman, he's white, and he's like the great white hope. And then when DC
they start Milestone just to do black comics?
No, Milestone was his own entity, like Image. They were on their own. It was a bunch of black artists.
But it wasn't just a black.
No, it was all about black. All right. Everybody in the Dakotaverse was black. Like everybody in Dakota City they had some type of origin, but they were all African American. Like all of them were African American in some way. And then DC, they reached out. Like, we was like, okay, DC reaching out. They're gonna buy Milestone. They absorbed them into the DC universe, and then it was like crickets. We heard nothing. Like, yo, like what happened to Icon? Because Icon is basically just as strong, fast, and powerful as Superman. But DC is just unwilling to pit anybody against Superman and make them. Like a lot of people complain about Superman. They be like, yo, why is he so powerful? Like
that's why I don't mess with him.
There it is right there. Yeah, there it is right there.
Wearing them corny red boots.
Everybody always says that about Suit. That's why when he died, that's one of the reasons why they killed him. Because they wanted to show that, like Superman can die, but you brought him back to life. So yeah.
That Batman Superman, bro, was the worst. I can't even watch that shit.
Which one?
Batman vs Superman.
It pays a lot of homage to the comic, but I didn't like the way they did Doomsday. I thought that was just lame.
Yeah, he looked like a muppet.
Yeah, that was
the reason why Batman didn't kill him because they're the same name as his mother. Like, come on, man.
Like all these years we never noticed that.
Yeah,
was Doomsday in that?
His name is Martha.
Yeah, Doomsday. Remember Lex Luthor was like, "Oh, Superman." Yeah. He was like, "Superman, meet your Doomsday." Yeah.
And then that dude playing Lex Luthor, like, this dude looks like a guy from the Google damn research team. Like, who is this dude?
Well, wait a minute. Well, no, he wasn't. He really, you know what? He wasn't Lex Luthor. He was Alexander Luthor. He was Luthor's son.
Oh.
You're right. Yeah.
He was Alexander Luthor.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was mad for a long time. Yeah. I was like, this is Lex Luthor. Are you kidding me? You're right. They see why, but why? Why did they do that? I don't
know. Listen, I was just as confused as you. I was like, well, why would Alexander Luthor? I don't know. Maybe, and then I'm like, well, whatever happened to Lex? Because they never tell you. I guess Lex is locked up.
We forgot it's DC, so they stay fucking up stories. So.
Hey man, don't rag on DC. I like DC, man. I know y'all rag on them, but I like them.
It's the movies, man. They just, I don't know. They
like
get
DC.
me, and
I
then
like
they just
DC.
go somewhere else. Like, yo, what did you do? Like, you had something great, and you just ruining it.
Yeah,
you know
like I said, Man of Steel was all right.
No, I like,
but
Man
they
of
just
Steel.
Right.
Like
only thing I hated was that Nam didn't have a big role.
Yeah.
Ursa died when I guess they put her back in effect. They didn't even tell you if she went back in effect. And then the way he killed Zod at the end, it was just like, that was it. Like he just.
Well, I mean, I looked at them as Zod's sidekicks anyway, so I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even.
I did want to see him more like how
the
Christopher Reeve one was, where they were more of the movie.
Right. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be more like Superman 2. Like they were gonna have him come to Earth, like they did in the comics, and they caused him trouble. Yeah. Superman had to fight him, but nah. But Superman 3 with Richard Pryor, they could have kept that.
Oh my God! And then the Quest for Peace.
with the Eradicator. Yeah, you could have kept that too.
Bro,
yeah,
they were just trying to milk Hollywood for money.
That was the very last one, wasn't it?
Great
with Christopher
trash.
Reeve,
yeah.
right?
Superman was it 4?
Yeah.
That's the one with the guy with the black and gold lightning on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do like a wrestler and shit. Like,
yeah.
come on, man, y'all are killing us now. The same thing they did with Batman when Michael Keaton Batman came out. It was dope. Then they had with George Clooney was Batman and Val Kilmer and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Didn't like that one.
I was like, yo, come
That
on,
was bad, man. That was
what y'all
bad.
doing?
Yeah, Batman and Robin was bad.
Now the one that with Val Kilmer, I didn't like it like that, but the only reason why I did enjoy it a little bit because it seemed like a cartoon come to life. Because all the little how they tried to do the little, and you know how they was doing with the
with the colors and everything. Yeah, the colors and all that.
That was cool, but as far as the acting and all that, and I didn't. Yeah,
what y'all think about Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy?
I hate Christopher Nolan because I hate Christopher Nolan because he did the Batman movies. I'm gonna tell you why. Because yeah.
Like,
what do you want? He basically ever since Christopher Nolan came out, it was dope when it first came out, and I liked it.
The first,
but then every Batman,
the Joker was amazing.
The Joker was good.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. But the one with Bane, first of all, Bane is Spanish. Let's just get that out the way for everybody out there. Bane is Spanish, and he wears a luchador mask. So that should tell you right there that he's of Latino origin. He talks in Spanish most days, things like that, and he has like a little army. He's got like a little island that he lives on, and he does what he wants, and nobody messes with him unless he comes off of that island. And he's always the sidekick or the flunky in every movie. Like Bane is an A-list hero. Like he's an A-list villain.
He broke Batman's back.
Yeah, and stepped off like it was nothing. Like all right, like I got you, Batman, and figured out who he was. He proved that he was a greater detective than Batman, and he was a better combatant than Batman. Broke his back, figured out who he was. The whole nine.
It wasn't even that big, and the dude wasn't even. What happened with the liquid going into his veins and him getting.
Yeah, the venom.
Venom, drug. Yeah.
They didn't do
remember? Hey, y'all remember they did that on the Val Kilmer movie, didn't?
Yeah, they did the venom on there. Yeah.
It just wasn't. Bane was in that one, right?
Yeah. Maybe he was with Poison Ivy.
Wow,
yeah, maybe he's with Poison Ivy. Nah. He just was. He wouldn't even talk. He just would like repeat like anything she said.
Yeah. He's super intelligent in the comic.
Yeah. Bane is Bane is. He always wanted to. Yeah, he's just as smart as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Batman
just
the
don't
Animated Series, Bane had a European accent.
Yeah, he's supposed to be Spanish. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe Hollywood got something against Latinos or something. I don't know. but they never.
No, because it was that dude who played Bane. It was a known actor. That dude.
Tom Hardy. It was Tom Hardy who played Bane.
So they using Hollywood names to draw it instead of just doing a fucking movie like it's supposed to be done. That's their problem. They want to get all these stars, Hollywood shit. Make it Hollywood. No, just do the movie right. You're gonna make stars out of the people when they do the roles right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like when they take unknowns and speaking of Christopher Nolan, Tenet.
Y'all want to see that? I heard it's out.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch that, man.
It just came out. The HD just hit the bootleg site. The other day.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely gotta spin that up. Yeah. I'm gonna spin that right up, baby. That's getting spun up.
I've been waiting for the HD one to drop because they had the bootleg, like the video camera in the theater joint. That's
old school joint.
I wasn't trying to watch it.
Same with the new Mutants one. Yeah, that's what I ain't
watching
it. I don't want to see nobody fighting or arguing in the movies and you know what I mean, smoking weed in the theater.
Now let me ask y'all a question, man.
And there's no one in here. That should bug me out.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. What's an interesting comic to get into or series to get into that isn't Marvel or that isn't DC? Something just totally different that maybe you might read personally yourself. That's good.
That's quite a few.
Yeah, Valiant Comics.
Valiant Comics. Transformers.
Look for
Transformers. IDW. Yeah.
Valiant has Shadow Man. That's dope. Shadow Man. They have Ninjak. That's dope.
I haven't read Ninjak in a long time, man. I haven't read that in a long time. Don't forget Exo Manowar.
Yeah, there's a Exo Man of War. He's kind of their Iron Man / Thor.
Okay.
Yeah,
You have
Bloodshot. Oh yeah,
Bloodshot,
Bloodshot.
kind of their
Bloodshot.
Wolverine / Punisher guy.
Did y'all see that movie with Vin Diesel?
Harbinger is kind of their X-Men.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, the movie was cool.
It was alright?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad. I thought it was alright.
Yeah, it was pretty close to the comic. And,
really cool. I was gonna ask that close to the comic.
Yeah, real close to the comic.
Okay.
And Harbinger, like I said, Harbinger is like kind of like their X-Men, but it's like telepaths and telekinetics, and that's a dope comic.
Yeah, Book of Death. Book of Death is a dope comic.
What is it?
Book of Death.
Book of Death.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they got Book of Death, Legends of the Geomancer.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick.
Man, Rapture and all that.
Okay. This Thursday.
Check out Valiant Comics. They have some. Also,
Eternal Warrior.
Yeah, Eternal Warrior. Britannia.
Yeah, Britannia. I used to read Britannia a lot. Man.
Yeah. Incursion.
Okay. All right.
Valiant.
Man, I got you.
Red Sonja, Conan. They Dark Horse old stuff. Conan's on Marvel now. Speaking of Conan,
didn't they do something with Conan recently where they brought him into like the modern time or something like that?
Yeah, he's in Savage Avengers now. So he's like
what's the name was talking about?
Yeah, he's in Savage. Yeah, so Comic Crusaders, Al Mega from Comic Crusaders, he hooked me up with the access to comics that come out, like said they come out on Wednesday on New Comic Day, but he get them Monday.
Yeah, he a lucky joker if you get them on Monday.
Right. So he hooked me up, and so I did some sort of reviews on some stuff that's coming out Wednesday. I did some reviews today. I can dope.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that, man. I watched it. Yeah. One of my boys gave it to me for my birthday. I'm gonna check that joint out.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I hung him up.
Your joint is dope. Your joint don't have Maestro at the top, man. I like that.
Yeah, that's the Virgin one. Yeah.
Oh, that's the Virgin. Yo, yeah, you do.
Virgin it don't say nothing on it, just the picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Different version.
Yeah, it's a variant cover. He got the variant cover, but this is the one without the title.
He got the one without the title written on it. Yeah, that joint is hot.
But you put me onto that, Stu. That's right. I wouldn't have known about it till you showed me your joint.
Oh yeah. I'll be on it, man. Listen.
I know nothing about that, so yeah, you put me onto that, and I had to get it. Like I went right and got it too.
Okay.
Right on eBay and bid for that joint. I actually lost 2 bids before I got the one that I got.
Yeah, cause remember I told you, I said, look, don't let them bid you up. They trying to get a lot for it. Yeah, because I seen one sold on there for like $260. And I was like, nah, this comic ain't worth. Not yet, maybe in a couple years, but not right now.
I got it for like $92 after shipping and all that.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's fair because it's the Virgin one, so it's gonna go for even more. It's already a 9.8 slabbed in, you know what I mean, tag.
Tag, yeah.
Yeah, so it was definitely worth it.
Yeah, I definitely.
Why I got it. Thanks
for
that.
What's that announcement right there, Tiger? My bad, Stu.
No, go ahead, Cooks, man.
I seen where I was just looking at the chat where he was talking about an excellent interview this Thursday. I was just asking about that.
Oh yeah, Brother Jay. Yeah, shout out to Jerome, man. He hooked that up for me. He's friends with Brother Jay from S Clan, and he reached out to him. So
Brother Jay is like, I'm gonna keep it real, man. You got not to cut you off, Tiger, but man, you got like, I'm gonna just say it because everybody, I think people scared to say it. In hip hop, you got like 5 dope MCs that nobody never talk about. But when you really sit back and you listen to it, they are like the shit. Like Brother Jay is one of them.
Yeah.
Like you got Brother Jay. Yeah, they be dry. Like you got Chuck D. Nobody talk about Chuck D. Nobody when you say top 5 dead alive, nobody bring Chuck D name into the. They don't even bring Chuck D. Don't even hit it. You be like, damn. But when you sit back,
I'll be forgetting too. Shoot.
Yeah, Chuck D is like one of them dudes. You be like, damn, Chuck.
Bro, if I can get Chuck D, oh my God, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I'm on his Twitter feed, man. I see if I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna DM him on Twitter and see if I can get him. Yeah, because I'm on his Twitter feed all the time, man. He always dropping stuff on his Twitter feed, man.
Yeah.
Like one time the other day, he put up a tweet and he said sometimes if you want new music, you go back and listen to old music, and if you never heard it before, then it's new music.
Mm-hmm.
So he said just because it's old to somebody else don't mean it ain't new to you. So new music don't have to be something that just came fresh off the press. And that's true. That's true, man. But Brother Jay, man, I love me. So I got every X-Clan
He had
album
the flow, the way he speak, like the voice, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's real important with an MC, man.
Yeah. When he did that Dark Sun Riders project he had, I love that, man.
Give against place and you bound to get smacked. Yo, I remember, this is years ago. I had to be in my early 20s. I don't know if y'all remember Caldor. It's like a Walmart. Used to be out.
Yeah, I remember Caldor. Yeah,
they went out of business.
Caldor.
It was funny. They had went out of business, and we knew the dudes that was security. So they was like, yo, they going out of business, so just take what you want. Yo, my man was taking phones, PlayStations, and was selling them at his job. TVs and everything. But I was cool with this dude at my job, and a white kid, and he was going to college upstate, like New Hampshire. So he was like, yo, you help me drive up there, like, cause he's like moving his stuff up there. I was like, yeah, man, I'll take the ride with you. Help you, a little road trip or whatever. So on the way up there, we're talking about hip hop and we're listening to music. And I put in X-Clan. He's like, oh man, I don't like X-Clan, man. They're racists. I was like, huh? What are you talking about? He said, yeah, they're talking about third base and this and that. I was like, oh, all right. Now I wasn't like I listened to X-Clan, but I wasn't like deep in the knowledge of, I just like how he spit and everything. So like years later on, when I got even more affiliated with X-Clan and what they stood about, this and that. And I'm sitting there and I'm like thinking, it brought me back to that day when he said that. And I was like, oh, come on, man. They really ain't racist. You were just mad because they got
you was hating on them, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You reaching too far.
Yeah. So I say a K-boy and he trying to play black. Give a gas face and he bound to get smacked because he's talking about third base. And to this day,
I can pull a band swing on vines with the Gorillas, please.
That dude's an asshole, bro. That dude from third base. I heard him and Pete Nice go at him. Pete Nice was dragging him like, yo, man, you been a fraud, this and that. Yo, he was killing him on this interview. He called up because he was talking about, the past or whatever, why they broke up, and he was trying to like tell his side. And Pete Nice called up and dragged him, and they were just yelling back and forth, arguing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was Search, yeah.
I heard Search was like, but Search, man, a lot of people don't like Search, man. Behind the scenes, they don't like Search. But he was the one that got Nas's deal. He got Nas's deal because Russell. I watched the interview with
Russell in the documentary too that you got.
Oh, that's my 8 o'clock movie, baby. I'm checking that out. They said that Search, when they asked Russell Simmons what was the biggest mistake or had he ever made any mistakes in his career, he said yeah, and they were like, well, what was it? He said, I didn't sign Nas. He said at the time I thought he was corny. He said I thought he sounded like Coogee Rap.
Nas said that in the rhyme too. He said,
the nigga
fronted. When I sounded like Coogee Rap, he fronted.
Because Coogee Rap bought him to Russell Simmons. And Coogee was like, he don't sound nothing like me. Like, he don't even rhyme like me.
Right.
And he said, they said Russell was like, nah, man. Nah, I passed. Yeah. And Russell said that was the biggest mistake he ever made in his career. He didn't sign Nas.
Yeah.
You can tell Search he is a dick, though. I can tell his demeanor. Like, I saw the interviews with him on Vlad, and, Hammer had a hit down on him behind that shit.
Yeah?
Like, they didn't know Hammer was gangster. And Hammer didn't put that in his
words. I seen that. Yeah, Redman said that too. Redman said, he said Hammer was about it. They said Hammer stepped to you.
He just wasn't about doing that in his lyrics.
Nah, he wasn't, yeah. But back to Lumumba, Lumumba is the son of Sonny Carson. Professor X.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, back to X, back not getting off subject, but X Clan, Lamumba Carson is the son of Sonny Carson. That's Sonny Carson's son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I didn't know that. That's what I was like, well, no wonder why he was so hardcore black, man.
Right.
Yeah, because his dad, yeah, he was hardcore.
I didn't know that at the time too when X Clan came out. I found
I didn't know that either.
Later, so I was like,
I didn't know.
Shoot.
Just it's another one too. Like we're talking about. Another one too. We're talking about MCs who don't get the credit like they should. Do y'all know who? Remember when speaking of third base? Remember Zed Love X?
Yeah.
Anybody know what happened to him?
You talking about MF Doom, right?
Yeah, he's MF Doom.
He's MF
a lot of people didn't know. I just found that out maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was on the floor. I was like, stop.
Yeah, I found out years later, but I didn't know right away either.
No, I didn't either. I was like, stop. That's Zed Love X.
Yeah.
But he was always dope, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he was a Brit. I didn't know he was a Brit also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought he was straight out.
And he's from, if I'm mistaken, he's from Long Island. He's from Strong Island, right, Grap? I think Grap can confirm that. I think he's from Strong Island too. Like we be talking about Strong Island, like artists, EPMD, De La, Public Enemy, and nobody mentions MF Doom. I think MF Doom
they don't mention MF Doom. Yeah, because like when you had a Tough Crew on the other day, man, I was going off in the chat. I couldn't help it because like the area I'm from Central Jersey, like Central and South Jersey, like everything they was talking about, like we could relate to that, man, because like we lived that. Like it's like watching that NWA movie. Like I lived all that. Yeah. So like to see it, people like, oh, did you see it? I'd be like, man, I lived that. Man, I ain't gotta watch that. I lived it. So like when you had the Tough Crew on Tiger, I was bugging, man. Like some of the stories he was telling, I was like, yo, I remember that. I was hitting it up in the chat. Like I was talking about when they were with the 2 Live crew. I was like, yo, I said they used to run with the 2 Live crew. And he was like, yeah, we did shows at 2 Live. And then I bought an Ultramagnetic because I know Ultramagnetic did a couple songs on their first album.
Okay.
Their first and their second album.
He
brought it up, and I was just bugging. I was like, yo.
That's
I was
dope.
like, yo, because when he was talking about
man,
MCs,
people just relate to these artists that are real. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, my boy, he from Philly. My boy Corey, shout out to Corey, but he from Philly. He said the same thing. He said, dude, I lived all of that. He said, man, I remember all these shows, like everything that went. And then we started talking about Lady B and Street Beats. Listen, that was the only place we could get hip hop back in the 80s, like 1984, 85. It was like literally it came on from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. to 5
that
p.m.
was y'all like stretching Bobito. Like
like we couldn't get hip hop. Lady B brought hip hop to South Jersey, Central Jersey. Anybody that had Power 99, that's where you got it. When you put your tape on record, she'll tell you like, oh, get ready to set your tape. And then she'd say, do your tape now. And then it would pause. You get a blank spot. And then she just start mixing for like a couple hours, bro, with no commercials. And it was like, if you went to church from 12 to 5, you missed it. You missed Street Beats. You come home and your boys be like, yo, you hear Street Beats? Like, nah, man, I was at church.
Yeah,
man.
Hip hop used to be real special, man. Like something that it wasn't everywhere all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, we couldn't get videos. No, we couldn't get videos.
We had it was like Sunday night at like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. The college station played hip hop.
But see, like, you know what? Y'all lucky, man. You know what, Reno? Y'all lucky. Y'all from New York. Like y'all, like y'all had Red Alert. Y'all had Marley Marl. Y'all had Chuck Chill Out. Like
but
they got airtime.
In Florida though. I spent my teens in Florida, so I was so disconnected from the music. Like at that time, like I said, it was Sunday night.
Man, but y'all
3 hours of the morning.
Y'all had video. Listen, New Yorkers had video music box. Like y'all had Ralph McDaniels. Like man, like I was jealous because MTV didn't start showing rap music videos till like almost 1990.
Oh yeah, hell no, they wouldn't play.
And so did BET because they fronted. You know, even though they got bought out by Viacom, you know, they fronted on us for years. And then we had Tiger in the booth because remember Ghost and them, they had a beef with Tiger. Remember Ghost had a beef with him or something like that.
A word?
Yeah. Ghost, it was something about spitting in the booth. And Ghost says so. You know how Ghost get, man. Like Ghost was the one. I watched the interview where they saying Ghost. They went the worst mistake Wu-Tang said they was make this Summer Jam. And remember when we was watching Tough Crew, he was talking about Power Jam, Summer Jam, and all that. Well, Ghost dissed him. He was like, F Summer Jam and all that. He was like, F them. And they wasn't going to go. And remember they got banned from the radio. I mean, nobody in New York would play. Nobody would play Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Nobody. Yeah, that was
they dissed Biggie.
Yeah,
on the purple tape.
On the purple tape, yeah.
50 Cent on Supreme Clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can't. How can you diss the Wu? You can't diss.
Can't go at them.
Nah, you can't go at them. It's too many. Yeah, one is too many. Two, they strong, man. They real strong.
Yeah. Nobody mess with
them. Nah, you can't. Nah, Chief Keef tried. He said something about Method Man.
Yeah,
he came Method Man. That Method Man was like, I don't even know who he is. Like. He said, I would answer him, but I don't know who he is. He must be that corny. I was like, dang.
Don't get punched in your eye like Joe Budden did.
Yeah. Then Chief Keef came on a couple of days later and apologized. Was like, I'm sorry, OG. I was like,
words.
Yeah.
And I wanted to add into that conversation about hip hop and getting it in.
Your mic muted, bro.
Yeah. And we got like 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes because
y'all still y'all hear me? Okay, I'm sorry.
You got
go ahead.
Okay, my bad. Me coming from Alabama at that age, you know what I'm saying? We had Soul Train, we had Arsenio Hall show, you know what I'm saying? And the hip hop magazines that you could see at the grocery store. And
that's what I had, Cooks. That's all I had, Cooks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all I had, Cooks. I mean, Tiger, you lucky,
that's
man.
What it was like in Florida too.
Yeah, that's what it was like where I was from, man. Tiger, you the lucky one, man, because you had like when it come to hip hop, I really do wish I lived in New York at that time, man, because like we had to trickle it down. And
so
then
mad at my family from
here. Yeah, man, like it had to get popular.
You left Queens, like I could have grew up in MASHUPS, Queens, Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Yeah, like y'all had mixtapes. Y'all had like y'all could go get mixtapes. Y'all go get records, man. Like,
bro, it was a treasure to sit there and wait by the radio when they'd be like, yo. I remember they said on, I think it was Bill, yo, we about to debut 2 new songs from Big Daddy Kane. And it was Ain't No Half Stepping.
I remember that.
Set It Off.
Yo, I remember that.
I was sitting
there that.
Just right.
I was too. Yeah. I remember, I remember when Kane did Raw live on the radio. That was the first time I had ever heard it.
Yup. That radio Raw that he did. Yeah,
I remember that.
5 years older than me too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yeah, y'all was there in the 80s, like really.
The first time I ever heard KRS did the P is Free, I heard the original version.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it on Red Alert show. And by that time I was living down by the shore with my uncle. And he was, they got BLS, they got all the New York stations. So my mind was blown. Like I was like, I was parked in front of the radio every Friday and Saturday night, listening to everything. I would be turning back and forth to the stations and stuff, man, taping everything. But it was just, hip hop, man, at that time, man, I was real amazed at it, man.
Yeah.
I wish I had a more of appreciation like I do now and saved a lot of those tapes, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just with anything. Like the appreciation comes like same with comics, you know what I mean? Like I ain't appreciating when I was younger. I had a closet full, you know what I mean? Not knowing the value. And I just got them ripped up or I'm moving, I don't need these no more. And, you know what I mean? Now I'm like, damn, if I had those comics that I had.
For me, it's like the purple tape, like the purple cassette tape. I bought so many of those. Yeah, I bought so many of those, like popping them, losing them getting stolen, like all kind of. And now you can't get one online for less than $500.
Word up.
For a tape. Yeah, that is true.
And that's cheap.
That is cheap, yeah. But Muggs just put something out with Capadonna, man. It's tight.
Yeah.
Get a chance, check it out, man.
Check that out. I'm gonna probably get some cuts off the play on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's super tight, man. Muggs is ill. I think he's originally from New York too, but he moved out west. I think he's originally from New York too. Man, because I know Primo.
Myself.
Yeah, because Primo is originally from Texas or something like that, right?
Yeah.
He's originally from down south, and he moved to New York.
And from Boston.
Yeah. Boston got some dope rappers too. Don't sleep on Boston.
So I want to say this show is sponsored by Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Get your sleep on.
Word.
I got one of those.
Robinson
You
sleep.
sleep on with Tempur-Pedic mattresses.
Sir.
You'll sleep like a baby, or like Nate Robinson.
Or you can lay down in your, or you can lay down in your
like-
new mattress. Yeah, you can lay down in your new mattress and listen to Fullblast Radio.
Yo, that was crazy, bro. I was like, yo, what are you doing in the ring, bro? He's talking about, I'm gonna make history. Yeah, you gonna make history.
He said he gonna shock the world.
Yeah. You wasn't lying. DeMarco said Nate's still there, laying down in the ring. He said he's still there right now. Crazy.
This man was hugging and
that was wild.
stumbling.
That was wild.
Yeah, that fight, man. Yeah, it's like a bunch of leather rolling around in the ring. Boy, it
Oh
was
man.
a bunch
Bad
of
titty.
yeah. Hey, but you know what? Those 16-ounce gloves that saved Roy's life. I think Mike would have.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah,
was
yeah.
hating.
He
said
he got a
his
few
draft,
bruised
he's like-
ribs, right? Don't he got some
Yeah.
ribs?
It's like my ribs and my jaw.
Mm.
Mike hit hard.
Word.
Yeah, and that's all. Now think about it. That's on a 16-ounce glove. They usually fight with like a 6 or 8 ounce.
Yes.
Yeah. So that
Mike
Word.
looked amazing, bro. He looked young. He looked fit. Like
Bro.
Roy was kind of looking a little old, man. Mike looked top notch.
So we're like, oh,
He looked a little old, man. Little
Crazy.
out of his prime. But Mike was moving. Yeah, man. I could see him doing some more fights.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, Mike said he gonna keep doing that.
he said he got a passion for it now, man.
Mhm.
Right.
So
He said the Toad told him to get fit and get back into it.
Mike
Toad.
was smoking too much weed, man.
He
Mike
be
was
licking that Toad. Nah, he be licking the Toad, man.
yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, they take the DMT off the Toad.
Yeah.
He talked about it all the time.
Yeah, between that and the weed that he's smoking, I think
Yeah, he got the weed. He got the weed. A resort, like a hotel where they grow
did
weed and all that.
You see the joint today where he said he came on and said today that he smoked weed before the fight.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, he had the joint. Said he smoked the joint before the fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, brothers. Yo, it's been real. It's dope.
Yeah,
Another
man.
dope
I
show.
didn't get to do them reviews, but I'm gonna go record those now and put them up on the site for everybody, man. So come to the Sixth Element of Hip Hop YouTube channel and check those out. They'll be up.
Yeah. Check out Reno's reviews. Yeah, 6 Element Hip Hop, YouTube, all the hip hop comic flavor.
Yeah,
Real
Comic
talk.
Crusaders hooked me up with them too. So
That's dope.
shout out to Al
Shout out
Mega.
to Al Mega. Word up.
Yeah, shout out to Mega, man. Yeah,
Word.
we pop.
Much love.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
pop.
Cooks. I'll see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
All right.
Sports. And Stu, thank you. Reno, you already know.
Word up.
Stu
Salute.
Dog,
Salute,
Reno.
Everybody,
Cooks,
Fullblast Radio.
Djaytiger.
Another edition, y'all. Check y'all later
Peace.
on.
One.
All right.
All right,
Peace.
One
peace. One love.
love.
One love.
We're going to have Grap next week. Grap wants to come in next week.
Dope.
No doubt. Grap
Dope,
got you.
man.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, bro.
No
You already
doubt.
know what it is.
All right. Peace.
Peace.